Hey guys, hope all is well. And as you noticed, I've changed my channel to the Esoteric Athlete because I really want to talk about esoteric stuff, which, I don't know what else to say besides conspiracy, so I said esoteric. But I want to talk about this type of stuff, like this video. But my old channel name didn't really reflect that I would be, having these videos on my channel. So I'll also be having fitness content as well. So yeah, just so you know. All right, so here we got Leviathan, Behemoth, and Z's. So who are these giant creatures um, that only occupy one space? So Leviathan, he would be in the sea. Behemoth, earth, and then Z's would be in the air. Okay. So this this depiction of Leviathan here is not biblically accurate because this is actually from I believe a different Jewish. It's basically a Jewish manuscript. So in the Bible, there's 2 coats of armor, as well as he can breathe fire, and basically nobody can penetrate him through his coats of armor, his 2 coats of armor. So and his tail, I know that's Behemoth. But he can. He's also. Oh, this is actually biblically accurate that he's related to the sea, like he dwells in the sea or something. I'm sure I forgot what it said exactly, but it's basically about from the sea. And then Behemoth. Let's go to the root word of behemoth. So behemoth. Where does it say? A kind of animal. But then if you go down to here, Egyptian derivation would be a water ox. So a hippo or a Nile horse. What is a Nile horse? Hold on. I just want to see what this is. What the hell? I guess they call it hippo a Nile horse. Okay, that's funny. Alright. So, oh yeah, might as well go to the Leviathan one. And that is a sea monster dragon. Okay. And of course we have like a whole chapter about Leviathan, and that's Job 41. But I'll get to that later. And then we got Z's, which only mentioned once or twice, which I believe are only referring to Z's, and then this is not related to Z's. But so it could mean moving things, but what we're concerned about is a wild beast, because this is the only 2 verses, and this is directly about birds. I know all the birds of the mountains, and this would be Z's of the field. So basically saying he's like the king, the king of the birds or something, if you will. Okay, so let's go to Google Earth. Alright. So, this is thanks to Mud Fossil University that I discovered this. I think a year or 2 ago. And I just always had in the back of my head. But, so he's shown this. And I don't know if you can see it right away, but I'll zoom in on the head. So this is clearly a dragon. If you don't see it, you are actually willfully ignorant. So you can see it as well as a red spot here, which is the eye. And in the Bible it says that he has an eye that is, I think, like the dawn or something. Like he's got really just like reddish eyes. Okay, so we can zoom in here. You can zoom in anywhere. I want you to go zoom in just later on in this, when you're done watching the video, just later on, just zoom in on these creatures I'm going to show you. So here's his neck here. Let me zoom out so you can picture. So his neck goes all the way down here, and here it gets cut off right here. Just psh. So that's how he died. And that's what in the Bible it says God slays him. So he got killed and he died here. So here we can zoom in here and see there's like these little receptacles. I don't know if that's the right word. Receptors here. And there's a red side and then a green side. And Mud Fossil University, he believes that this stuff squirts down, and then this stuff squirts down into this middle tube, and when they meet, it's just bad news all around, because he breathes fire out of that. That's how he breathes fire. And so that's all these chemicals here are coming from here. So we can zoom in and just see all of this biology here. And you can see, like, this is like looking stuff under a microscope basically, because this creature was so big. Okay. Let's also look at some other features, or yeah, so I was gonna say before I do that, but I'll show you that map in a second here. So we can see some legs here, and I believe it's Typhon. Oh, I forget, it was a Greek thing, but basically same story as Leviathan here, with a red eye and as well as huge thighs, is said by, I think it's Hermeticus. I'm not 100% sure, but it's in Greek, the Greek mythology. So this leg's already deteriorating here, you can't even tell, as well as you can't see like past like where his outline is for his top part of the body, but you can see his tail pretty good. Okay, so then his arms would be here too. But yeah, just zoom in, take your time, and just zoom in like you can zoom in anywhere. Like I'm gonna zoom in here, and you can see like scales or something. Like look at this. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it's just crazy stuff. Okay. Where am I at? Oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, you can see it's spewing out. And then here's another creature that I believe is Behemoth. So other people, they think it's this is a fish, but I beg to differ, because fish, they don't have like a head just poking out. So that's why I think it's a water ox. And oh, that lines perfectly with the Bible. Who would have thought? So this would be where his horns were, these little black circles. And then he would have a snout here, and that's his this is his head. And you can trace it back. His body's here. His legs would be under this stuff, because he seems like he just died like standing. I don't know. So then his tail could even go way back here. I don't know. Like, it's really up to interpretation how you want to see stuff. Okay. So that's Behemoth and Leviathan. So let's go over here, and that's in the northwest coast of Africa. So on the east coast of the United States is, I believe, Z's. So after I've been looking at this for a while now, I've realized it's actually a bird, because these are his feet right here. See how it's like rocky here, and it's in the shape of like a talon. This peninsula would be one talon, and over here would be another, and then that's the last one over there. Looks like there's some even back there, so that's like birds have like 3 talons, and then another talon in the back. But yeah, you can see his feathers. You can see his face there, and then the dark green is where feathers are, because they have a lot of nitrogen, so it makes the grasslands everywhere, as opposed to just scaly and just nothing, you know, like hard girty flesh like that behemoth, as well as Leviathan. They made like just mountains. But yeah, let's zoom in on just these feathers up here to see what's going on. See, so this is actually very clear. You can see like where the feather like part, like you see a feather, right, and like the stick, like the middle of it basically is what I'm talking about right here. That's this. And the like to the left and right, like it's like it goes up or it goes down from the middle there, and that's because this is where the feather is. And you can see little striations. It's pretty cool. Yeah, just look at that stuff. Wow. But yeah, there's also let's see where I'm at. So here's his head. There's also this like liquid, like this river just spewing out of him. But yeah, you just need to just look at it, examine these creatures, and you'll just be amazed, you know. Like here, you can also like zoom in anywhere. Like I'm just gonna zoom in here. You can just see the outline of where that part of the feather is. And they're just everywhere. Because that was his wing right there. See, that's above the body. You can distinctly see that. It's just so different. The feathers, like you can see it where this is the left wing even. Like you can see that, and then that's the right wing that's over across the body. And then his tail. Let me see. Okay. His tail, I guess, would be this. Just amazing. It is amazing what God has made. And he destroyed them. Yeah, they almost seem like they're too big for our Earth. Alright, that about does it for this video. Please leave criticism in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. And also look forward to future content.